Hello, John. I'm gonna do a little video. It's been a while since I've done a video, so we'll get you kind of brought up to speed here. We started patching our walls, repairs, and different such like that. This room actually was in decent shape. Had the hole in the ceiling there. Wall that had paneling that wall with glued to it, so had some tears in it. We actually bought a new product, peel stop it's called, supposedly on exposed paper, supposed to seal it up better so that you don't actually get those, I don't know if you can see them, bubbles. And it's limited success. Worked some, but not maybe as good as I thought it might. But we'll see. The little room, some corner damage, lots and lots of tacks and holes in the wall. They had lots of posters up. The master, on these two walls here, we decided to put sheetrock rather than kind of do what we did there. That wall was had paneling going around, so that wall also had a lot of exposed paper, like you see there, the brown. This one was small enough. We thought we'd try that product we had. Like I said, limited success. Doesn't look too bad. But for these, we've decided just it'd be nicer to cover it. We can end it in the corner and the outside corner there. Little corner damage there. Same kind of thing here. That upper had two layers of border. One had been painted over, so it had given us a tough time. So we just ended up going what was left, going right over it, smooth it right out. Same thing here with the paneling. You can see some couple bubbles right there. Bathroom looking nice. Got a couple coats of sheetrock cement actually in here. Ended up kind of smooth coating the ceiling. Just because most of the corners in here were in bad shape, so redid all the upper corners. And rather than patch everything in with sand paint plus that end patch, you'll have to, I just decided just to give it one coat, and then it'll have a nice kind of smooth texture on the ceiling. Walls looking good. 4-foot vanity there. We kind of shifted our GFCI receptacle over to get it where we wanted it on that 4-foot vanity. Same with we put the light in, got that centered as well. Two switches for the light and the fan. They're both lights now, but one will be a fan. Out here we have half wall. Half wall looks nice. We got ourselves insulated and sheetrocked here. Ready for some cement. Looking good. Sheetrocked our opening. Sheetrocking corner bead. So that's ready for some Durabond. This guy, we're ready for some wet weather to cooperate with us. Been cold. But yeah, we're all framed in right there. Moved this heater. This heater used to be along that wall, so it had to get out of there. So we brought it over to here to, depending on what ends up happening, it'll be ready for something. Got ourselves insulated. All our insulation is tightened up now, minus little gap we're having here. So it's holding a little heat in here now, which is nice. We've been shutting the heat off this last week. It's been cold, but we've been shutting it off and draining the water down. But tonight I think it'll be the first night I'll leave it on with the sheetrock cement drying. Kitchen. We've been working on our wiring in our kitchen. We got the light over the sink. We had to move our range. The range used to be over here. Move the range. Now it's going to sit there. Added a countertop receptacle there. Moved our receptacle closer to the sink because it's going to have the switch for the light. There's that switch, and then there'll be a GFCI next to it. And then on the other side of the sink will be the switch. We wired it like we did at Chinkapin. One will be for a disposal, which probably won't put in now, but it'll be there. And the other is a constant power for the dishwasher. And actually, we're going to add one more receptacle here on that, over that cabinet space right here. There's two 15s. So we're going to get one over at that part of town. Let's see. Let's drop downstairs. Okay, so like I said, we got all this insulated. We were working on those couple spots, one there and one over here. So all buttoned up with insulation. There is only one heater down here, this guy over here. So it struggles down here in the basement to keep it warm. I've actually got my little salamander heater over here to take the chill out in the mornings. The walls are all, we took that lower frame off, and they had the old glue tabs that were on there that held the original insulation, so we got them cleaned off and cleaned up, and we're ready to dry lock. Got the dry lock. I had the dehumidifier running down here for a week or so now, and these corners are drying out slowly but surely. If we could have some constant heat down here, they would probably dry right up. But yeah, that was a pretty big wet corner there, and this one was too. The back one was the wetter of the two, and still is. But yeah, it's doing its job. The old shop room, the washer and dryer, we've hung on to them. I'm not sure if they're up to snuff or not. We'll have to be determined, I think, on that, unless you already had it labeled for new. There's the new underneath subflooring that we did in the bathroom and the kitchen. Ended up cistern an 8-footer there, a second 8-footer there, and then on the other side of that one, there's a 6-foot piece of 2x6 up in there. Glued it, nailed it. There's actually the new, where the slider's going, new subflooring. This one's, we sistered, that was the bad one. We went 12-footer all the way from center beam to foundation wall. The other two that we stuck on here weren't in bad shape, but it gave us a better way to attach our box sill on those two ends. Okay. So that's where we are down here. I haven't spoke with Mark yet. Is on my list. And I am looking into the heating. I'm going to try and get a hold of Charles, which is a local heating company, this week and see if they install the electric heat pumps. I had sent you the pictures of those other ones. Those, geez, now the name's not coming to me. But yeah, the ones with the liquid in them. And they say they are definitely more efficient than the old air and fins style that is here now. But the electric heat pump, they say, is a very good option for heating a house. So I will check in to see if they do that. I think that would be ductwork. I think the actual heating unit and cooling unit would sit outside, and then they'd run some ductwork through an exterior wall somewhere. But that is still to be determined. I'm just getting into research on that. Yeah, and there we are. Making some good progress. Ideal Renovations hasn't gotten back, but the weather's been a little funny. Obviously, we got snow now. So yeah, hoping to hear from him soon. All right, I'm gonna sign off at that point, and let me know what you're thinking, questions, comments, and we'll talk to you, John. Bye.